Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Check that one, Mike 52 right here. Watch twist. Let's go.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
You got time.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Now.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Here we go. 60 or. Check three. General West. Check. Go. Pop. Go.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Rock it. Ready?
Pollard going to try the right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready. 52. We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, Haywood. 52.
Back to throw. McGee steps away to his left. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Switch. 24! 55! Hey, we got to snap it. We got to...
Here's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
14 yards on the play. And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. 58, Mike. Hey, 31! Watch the slant. Shift. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sharon Peak, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side, Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
18 Gator. Choose the mic. Yep. Hey, Alpha.
Operating from the gun, McGee. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey. Check 13. Check 13.
Now Pollard. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Go!
On third down, it's Pollard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Off the draw, here's Michelle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they will run it with Michelle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Let's go. At the Chiefs' 49-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, by 52. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. McGee. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Christian Wilkins. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Pollard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Hit it. Watch Mike. Watch the slant. 36. Ready.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this throw caught left side, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That one good for 33 and a first. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Freeman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Chiefs' 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Run for Pollard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check 50, check 50. No!
Here's Pollard again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's crashing.
Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, get him. You got him. Kick 55. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Alert. Check your backer. 54. Time to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams able to run him down for a loss of 18 yards, and it will be fourth down as well. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, Pollard. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tony Pollard with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close.
It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Cameron Batson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run with Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Let them know, let them know. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. McGee. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 13-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Raiders 16.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
On the ready.
13 yards.
Hey!
First down, Raiders.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Watch the curl.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. 24. Hustle. Time to go.
Throwing now, Watson. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Cameron Batson. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Shoot. He's checking. Crash. 25. Check 25.
Now Watson. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's